My question is, how to recognize if the relationship is toxic? And if it is, do I have to leave the person or stay?
All right, so generally speaking, in a relationship, you will find one of two things. You will find reciprocity or you will find toxicity. Once there is a significant lack of equilibrium and of reciprocity, then you're entering toxicity. And it happens a lot. It happens a lot. And the first thing that you need to do in order to rebalance that scale is to remove yourself from the situation. To say, I've been stepping in where I didn't need to step in. I've been trying to prove something to you where I didn't need to be trying to prove something to you. We need to rebalance the equilibrium in this situation because one of us isn't seeing things correctly. It's either you that is unfairly undervaluing me, or it is me that is unfairly overvaluing you or this relationship. Now, in order for us to be able to tell which one of us is right and which one of us is wrong, the judge needs to be time and distance. In this time and distance, one of two things again will happen. Either you will realize that you are significantly undervaluing me and you will come back and show up in the right way and do the things that are necessary, or I will realize that I'm significantly overvaluing this relationship and that I actually don't want it that much. I actually want to move on. I actually want to build something new. Now, sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we can't just step away. There's too many entanglements. It's too difficult. At the moment, for one reason or another, we don't have the resources in order to be able to fully risk things stepping away. We're not independent enough. And what we do then, given that it is safe, and I certainly hope that you find yourself in a safe situation, is mirroring. We do perfect mirroring, which is to say that if the person treats you like trash, you act like trash. If the person treats you as dispensable, you become dispensable. If the person's devaluing you, you devalue them. You aren't trying to change their mind. You aren't having them as the judge of you, as the boss of you. You aren't trying to prove something to them. You say yes, and you decide which version of me you're going to get now. Whatever you define me as, that's the version of me that you're going to get. And my mirroring of you will be perfect and will not be based on cowardice or some vain hope of you changing because I'm being nice, because I'm being pleasing, and because I'm engaging in more of the strategies which have led to this imbalance of power to begin with. Now, I want to talk a little bit about how people, women especially, find themselves in these relationships. For some reason, we as a society right now believe that you gotta find this person that you truly like, and then you gotta do whatever it takes in order to get that person's interest, that person's affection, get that person to be in a relationship with you. This is not true for people in general, but especially for women. You must learn to choose from people who choose you. If you have a heavy kind of healthy masculine energy, but you're residing predominantly in your feminine energy, you are naturally not going to feel attracted to people who aren't choosing you, who aren't showing a strong interest in you and submitting their candidature. It is going to be part of your built-in process and built-in mechanism to only for that kind of interest to start showing up when somebody has shown a significant amount of interest in you. It's one of these things where it's like, okay, these are the people who are choosing me, who are showing an interest in me, and I will be choosing only out of these people. It doesn't mean that you can't meet somebody you really like and feel a strong connection to and invite them in a subtle way to submit their candidature, but it does mean that you can't do it for them, and you absolutely